Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Play action. It's Ryan. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Brings up second.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
To Julio Jones.
11 yards there, first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Early on first down with no blocking help there, as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
On the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
47-yard line.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. For this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
And from midfield now, here's Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Julio Jones.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings
on 2nd down. It's Smith. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Falcons 8, Ravens 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own
the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, but now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own
about set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
It's a gain of 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Matt Judon there on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 38, Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The Atlanta ball carrier.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Brought down at the 18.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
At the Ravens.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down now, it's Smith. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3rd down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Now it's Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Thomas. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Sterling Hoff-Richter to kick off for
the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards in. Stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ingram again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
He's brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10.
The toss right. This is Ingram. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Ingram, the ball.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Third down, Ryan. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Thomas on the return.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Flushed out right. He'll run it.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. At the clock continuing to run, they'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. A first down carry for Smith. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now.
They'll run it again with Smith. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
They'll take over.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Ryan wants to throw it. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Ryan. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the bootleg, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Let's go! Let's go!
Second and 14.
54 Mike. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact. It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.